Welcome back, you amazing people. It's time for another motivational video. You know when you see these videos, you know what time it is. It's your favorite time and my favorite time. And for the next 8 weeks, I'm going to be doing these videos a little bit differently. Every single Monday, I'm going to be starting a new motivational video series. It's going to be 4 to 7 videos, right? It could be every day of the week. It could just be every other day, to be determined based on the topic. And the reason for this is the dating series was so good that I did. I wanted to change the format because I think this is going to be more beneficial for everyone watching. I think you're going to get more out of it, as well as you understand the whole week's topic. It could change after the 2 months, but we'll see how it goes. Adapt and change, that's a huge thing. Now let's get started. This week's series topic is going to be on leadership, something I love to talk about on every single level. And what we're going to be talking about, role models, mentors, what makes a great leader, the risks and failures associated with it, and on top, why you should do it. Now, at one point or another, we're all going to have to be leaders, whether it's being a parent to a child, to a fur baby, at work, wherever. You're going to have to be a leader, even if you don't really want to for most of the time. At some point, you're going to be a leader. So these skills, tricks, and just knowledge should be able to help you in those situations. Let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about role models, something that is near and dear to my heart. I don't think we have a lot of great role models anymore. And that's very disheartening for me because as you see kids grow up, they look at certain people and they're like, oh, I want to be this person, that person. And I just don't believe it's the best person for them. So let me give you 2 examples of people that I think a lot of people look up to and idolize that I'm not huge fans of. Number 1 is Kim Kardashian. Number 2 is LeBron James. So we'll start with Kim Kardashian. As a woman, if you're looking up to her, look, what I think is wrong with her is she's very superficial. She's fake, right? A lot of plastic surgery, lots of makeup, right? That's not something you want your child to look up to or a friend to look up to, because what's going to happen? If they're fake, there's a lot of plastic surgery, the personality is not necessarily always genuine, right? She's not giving people the shirt off her back. She's not helping out every 5 seconds. Maybe not every 5 seconds, but she's not helping out the general population. And when you start having kids idolize these type of people, or people idolize them, guess what? Their behaviors now start saying, instead of helping the community, I just want to help more myself. You should help yourself, but you should also help the community at the same time. Now, number 2, LeBron James. I think he's a phenomenal basketball player, one of the best to ever exist. But my issue with him is simple. When he's playing on the court, he flops a lot. He looks for the calls. And on top of that, he also forces his hand when he goes to a team, right? With the Lakers currently, he's wanted players to be traded to them, this, that, the other thing. So he's playing GM. And the issue I have with that is, look, if you want to be a GM, be a GM. If you want to do the flops, go be an actor. When you're playing basketball, in my opinion, when you're playing a sport, play it. Don't look for the calls. Don't look for anything like that. Because now what happens is when kids are growing up and they look at that, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to replicate that. So instead of putting the hard work to get there, to push it through, they're going to kind of slack off a little bit and they're going to try to do fouls and they're going to try to do these fancy things when you're not necessarily building up the dedication and work ethic. And again, when you force people, when he's playing GM as a player, it also creates more issues because that creates entitlement within children and people that you can do whatever you want, and even higher up people you can kind of just sidestep. Now, some great role models that I really admire. I'll give you 2 males and 1 female. So the males, Keanu Reeves, one of my favorite people in the whole entire world, and Tom Brady. I know, irony in Tom Brady. What do I love about Keanu Reeves? Well, this guy literally gives back. Shirt off his back, he would give it to you in a second. He's done that for people that are homeless. He's done it for so many different occasions. You read story upon story. He gave 70% of his money that he made from the Matrix to a cancer foundation. He takes the subways all the time. He's not wearing anything super flashy. He preaches what he says. He's a very kind and generous person on every single level. Now, Tom Brady, why do I love Tom Brady? Well, besides that I'm a New England Patriots fan and that he's won so many Super Bowls and so dominant for so long, what I love is his leadership style. People follow him blindly. You want to step up, right? When Randy Moss came in, he was just like, okay, I got to play. I got to step up. And you hear that over and over again with players. You want to play for Tom Brady. A, he's partially insane, but B, you know he'll get your hit back. He's there. He's that leader, and you don't want to disappoint him on every single level. Yes, towards the end of his career, he was flopping a little bit, looking for some calls, but even still not as bad as a lot of other players. Now, not everyone can be perfect in life, so be it. Now, the female person that I really admire is Reese Witherspoon. And actually, I'm going to throw in another one, Lady Gaga. I know, craziness. The reason I really like Reese Witherspoon, she's more, not as bold, not as flashy, right? Really, really nice person. You just hear amazing things. On top of that, she's also very, very successful. She's made multi-million dollars from whether her movies or the book club that she started up. And for me, she has the actions behind, and she's also a great person. Now, Lady Gaga, why do I love Lady Gaga? She's very bold, she's very out there in her persona, but at the same time, she's also a great person. I heard a story once where she was raising money for charities, and she literally just went to executives. Why did she go to executives? Because they have a damn shitload of money. So why are you going to go to the average person or a fan base when you can just say, hey, look, you guys have this money. If I take X, Y, and Z, it's not going to affect you. If I take it from the people below, maybe it will affect them more. They'll probably do it. I have enough influence, but screw that. I'm going up. Let's get this done. And she's very bold in that sense, right? She's proud of who she is. She stands on her own 2 feet, and she pushes through. I know this video is a little bit over, but guess what? I'm not cutting it down. I think this is really needed. And that's it for tonight. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow with a new video. Have an amazing night. Until then, see you tomorrow.